Hi guys.
Hi guys, it's Comedy Shorts Gamer here.
Depression Comedy Shorts Gamer, you know.
And talk about the latest news with my brother.
KSI, the one that...
I forgot what he's called there. No, it's this brother Jack Phones.
Don't put Jack's Phones on that level.
Wait, no, I'm about Comedy Shorts Gamer. It's a name, he does shorts. They're comedy, involve gamers.
Did you know Jack's Phones' name is not actually Jack?
What is it?
John, I think.
Why did I call him things Jack Films?
Because it was like a nickname, I think. He explained it on the H3 podcast. But, anyways.
I could tell. What's the song they do? Why do birds? No, is that the Willy Wonka?
Suddenly no, I just know Charlie and Chocolate Factory ones. I can't remember half the Willy Wonka ones.
What's Charlie and Chocolate Factory one? Oh, I know. We're missing the obvious one. Loompa, loompa, doo.
I've got another podcast episode for you. Hello, welcome to the Offbeat Topic Podcast.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. I've got a perfect puzzle for you.
What?
We ain't never topping that. Oh my god, we ain't never topping that.
Anyways.
What's on today's agenda?
What if you were Willy Wonka?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have sass. You'd have...
a styling coat.
And a top hat.
Mm-hmm.
And a cane. And also a bunch of little midgets that work for you.
Midgets is the incorrect term, Daniela. They prefer to call the little people.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to segue off that one.
No, lay me out a situation. Come on.
So, let's say...
The year is...
What year was it set in?
1974.
Okay, yeah. No.
Now, the new generation of Willy Wonka. He had a bastard son with the Duchess of Kimberley.
Kimberly?
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Wally
The
Wonky.
Anchila.
I was about to be like Wally Wonky and Winky Pinky, right?
Okay. We're twins.
Yeah, twins. Okay, so we have, essentially...
We've inherited our father's fortune, along with his candy business.
Basically...
No, what about this? Did you always killed a bunch of kids?
Yes.
The business went to the shitter.
Yeah.
We have now taken over the business. We have to make it rise again so we can kill more kids.
Okay, right.
So the first start of the plan is make us as big as their father was, and then we kill the kids.
Okay, so...
How do we make Willy Wonka a household name again?
We do the whole thing where we tied them in by being like, oh, don't worry, we're not like our dad. He didn't care for us anyways. We want to bring happiness to the kids.
I'm thinking, what do kids like? Extreme things. We roll with that. Mm-hmm. We say we are like our dad. We'll kill a motherfucker. We'll ice a fool. We roll with that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think NWA was loved? Because they iced fools. We are a poor boy from the Duchess of Kimberley. And our father, all he left us was millions and a fortune and a business. Mm-hmm. We're straight from the hood. We roll with us. That's my idea.
Okay. Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving onwards. There was the golden ticket, right?
Yeah.
That's how he got the kids.
See, you just really want to kill kids. I'm more interested
really
in trying to build this business again. Look, I'm under a law scrutiny.
What?
Look, I'm under a law scrutiny. This business went to the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
They go understand the Oompa Loompas. They're like ravaged at this point. They're savage. They're just like, do you remember in the late in Charlie and Chocolate Factory? Did you when they showed Oompa Loompas and they're like a tribe? So they're like that. Only now inside the factory, we have to cut through and find the chief, defeat him in one-on-one combat, take over the rest of them, and then that's how we
reign supreme on top of all the
Oompa Loompas. Yeah, so that's the first plan.
Okay, right. We're gonna defeat them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we now have to produce chocolate again. Mm-hmm. Chocolate's the main seller.
So how are we working this factory again? Like, as in, how are we gonna get the Oompa Loompas to work?
How we go again? Work?
'Cause
Whoops.
Watch.
Whoosh.
Watch. They're gonna start a rebellion. There's a way. There's always that like select group of like people. Say if they don't like change, they start a rebellion. What if there's a rebellion in the Oompa Loompa land, right? Or in the Oompa Loompa like huts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they try and rise against us. How are we
Get
gonna
them
get them?
addicted to the chocolate.
What are we gonna do? Put like cocaine in the chocolate?
Nah, some good ass chocolate. We don't need no cocaine. Wasn't that a whole plot line that they were addicted to the chocolate?
I think it was. It was something that, or no, it was like I'm just going off Charlie and Chocolate Factory because that's the one I remember. But wasn't it not like a certain like cocoa bean thing that they really loved, and then they brought it to
I'm going to say yes.
whatever.
We get them addicted on it, so that
Yeah.
way, if they cut it, if like I had them break away, we cut them off at the source.
Okay.
It's like I don't know if you ever see Dragon Age and just Dragon Age in general. There's these guys called Templars. They get addicted to this here potion called lyrium.
Yeah.
If they don't take it, they start having like bad withdrawals. You know, like
Like drugs. Of
yeah,
any-
drug withdrawals. We do that with them, so that way they become dependent on us. Because we're the only producer of this hot cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
We've now just tied the knot. We have.
Oompa Loompas at our
Yeah.
hand.
We can make
Okay.
them do whatever we want.
So
We gotta start building devices though, because like it's a long term plan. You don't just wake up one day like go kill some kids. Now you plan that shit.
okay, right. So
What's the first thing? Gotta get the tunnel back. The chocolate tunnel. This is the one where they sit down and they play the weird
okay.
ass music. He's like,
Okay.
"Ah!"
yeah, okay, yeah. We get that back. And then
Hear me out.
mhm.
We want to maximize our kid killage, right?
Yeah.
Turn it into a theme park. We don't need no golden tickets.
Okay, yeah, we just need like
We could call every ticket we sell a golden ticket and, you know, play it off of that. But like, the golden ticket, you won it, kid. But they didn't actually want it because their parents bought it. And it's like a massive theme park now, not just a chocolate producer.
but it's inside our factory,
Yeah.
right? So it's essentially like the same as you know, the factory originally, but we've turned the inside into a theme park. Mm-hmm. So there's no
we
outside.
still have like producing chocolate at some points,
it's
but
just
that's not our
a theme
main
park.
draw anymore.
It's
We're
like
more,
it's not selecting kids specifically,
Yeah.
but it is bringing in the kids. That sounds so wrong. Like
now we go.
we bringing in the kids, boy.
We can call the chocolate tunnel a classic ride. Like there's a few that's classic. We have to make sure they sign waivers before they go in.
But there's small print.
Oh yeah, there has to-
Anything if they-
it's all in small
Yeah.
print.
If anything happens to them, as in like they get hurt, injured, or killed, it's not our responsibility.
Nah.
Because that's what they make
Let's
you sign
take
in
it
America
one-
anyways.
Step further. If they get injured or killed, we own their organs.
What? Okay. Okay.
We go into the black market.
So we have a whole entire black market scheme going on here.
We'll go kill kids and own their organs.
So we're making lots of money off this, I presume. Or I say lots of money.
Like we're
not-
going to become like the most wealthy twins in the world easily. Because like who wouldn't want to go to see the Charlie and Chocolate Factory theme park? Like everyone's heard of, you know, the murders, the you know, all that. Everyone's heard of all that shit.
like there's still the stigma is there, but you still have those dumb families
No, but
that would
that's the
still
thing.
take their kids because their kids want to go.
No,
That
but
kind of thing.
That's the thing.
how
There's
we
plenty
realize
of families who'll be like, I don't want to see it. Like that's the thing. You want to see it. Remember the whole thing? And any publicity is good publicity. Doesn't matter. We got for a fuck ton.
it. Yeah, we got all
We
that.
can have a haunted house dedicated to the dead kids.
So what you got? Fucking what was their name? Was it Violet? The one that was like
Like, can I
blowing
just
up
say
like
straight
a
away?
blueberry?
Did you like in the end of the movie they're still there? Nah, they're dead kids.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like that's the afterlife where
Okay.
you see them and they're dead for sure.
So your one that turned into a giant blueberry. She's just like it's like an Indiana Jones kind of thing, right?
She's the boulder.
Yep. So in the haunted house, they have to run down like a corridor or some shit, and she's just chasing them. And then like, trying to think, see the fat kid in it, right? The one that eats a lot. He
The
reminds
German.
me. Yeah, he reminds me of something from like. what film is it? I don't want to say Blade because I remember there's a giant fat monster thing in that.
Talking about the fat vampire that they just shine a fucking
Yeah, it's
UV
not
torch
that.
on.
It sounds similar to that kid reminds me of. It's one that actually looks like him though. That's the problem, but it's not from Blade. It sounds similar to that though.
The kid out of Shrek.
No.
Do the raw.
What kid is it? It's like off. It's like off. Like it's either a family horror thing or an actual like not horror, but you know.
Spooks and
Yeah.
yeah.
Or not spooked. You know, like mythical fantasy kind of thing,
Ah.
like Blade. But I'm just trying to think. That kid reminds me of something. But anyways, off topic here.
Yeah. I just
That kid
Oh, he-
tries to run after them and eat them.
Nah,
I'd
that
say.
kid in my head through the haunted house. What happens is like you go into a part where it's don't you when you see an aquarium, it's like you know
Yeah,
like you have a sort like you walk under
the
there's water
tunnel
all
thing.
around you.
Yeah.
There's that. Only you see his dead corpse floating by in the chocolate.
Jesus. But yeah, I'd totally have that in the haunted house, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have
This is
Well,
actually-
okay, right,
I don't
see,
remember the
was it-
majority of them.
what do you call her? The posh one. She didn't die. She went down like a garbage chute. That's what happened to her.
She's now in the Star Wars universe.
What?
Oh yeah, you haven't watched Star Wars.
No.
In Star Wars, there's one point. Oh fuck's sake, it's a good joke. Star Wars, there's a point where they go down a garbage chute and they land at a place with an octopus thing, and they're like, "Oh, no octopus!"
Okay, so that's what happened to her.
She's now in Star Wars.
So, where does she fit into the haunted house? Does she just float through space?
Oh no. What about you get in the same garbage chute and she just like ghosts have powers, right?
Yeah, but
Let's say-
basic ones, yeah.
Nah, they have weird ass powers.
Okay.
You go down the garbage chute, a bunch of hands come out and start grabbing you as you're going down it.
Okay.
After.
Yeah, that would be hers. Right. What
Yeah.
other one was there?
That's I don't remember.
There was a kid that like shrunk, wasn't it? And then he got like stretched right out, like he's like a Slender Man type now. That's what he looks like.
Slenderman. He's just.
You don't remember?
Slenderman.
Like he got shrunk down, and then they stretched him until he was like
See,
thin and long.
you know, I think I remember the modern.
I only remember the modern one. I don't remember the old one.
God,
I
was there any
watched it
orchids?
That's what I'm thinking. There's only Charlie then.
He
What does
dead. for
Charlie
sure.
do?
No, what if he ain't dead? But he comes back at some point and tries to take over the factory because he technically was given the rights at the end of the film.
Yeah, but like blood relations.
See, it comes down to a face situation because we could make the argument like our father was not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
He was not seeing, man. And he was not in his right state of mind. Firstly, there was no lawyer present when they handed over the deed.
Yeah.
There's no lawyer for the
No
contracts,
official,
no
like,
nothing.
you know.
Well, they have a
Or
judge.
it could be.
There was no one but the grandfather who's biased and Charlie.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, we can win that
What
easy.
if we have like a whole Black Panther situation here where you got to fight for the throne, and Charlie comes and just challenges us.
In my head, we're using like we're using like sweet sort of
like candy canes and like you know.
candy canes, like just sharpened and all.
Yeah.
No, certainly, yeah.
And Charlie's come back like he's like an older man, but he's trained since like it got given to us. Let's say we're like our age, the ages we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like we're twins, so we'll round it off.
Damn,
We're
we
both
both
20
get
anyways.
fight together
Yes.
because we're okay. I'm about 90% sure we could take them together.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, this is a whole situation where he's been training for so long. Let's say like he trains like Batman. He
Mm-hmm.
goes off and like joins, the ninja crew.
He's now part of Ninja.
Yeah. How do we take him down? We're just here for the money. Do we get black market hooligans?
No,
Fight for us.
that's what I was thinking. Did you see how acrobatic those Oompa Loompas are?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that we definitely trained with the Oompa Loompas. Oh my god, what if we trained in tribal combat?
Like with the spears and everything, or
Nah, some weird ass tribal combat.
they're like the way in
It's like dance fighting.
yeah, no way in like Black Panther, like all the people stand around and like cheering them on or like dancing and singing and stuff. That's what the Oompa Loompas are doing when the fights happen.
Yeah, obviously.
Mhm. Except it's like one of their little cheesy ass songs that they're singing,
It's okay. And I like to think that we also have real dope music playing in the background while we're doing it. Kendrick wrote a whole album for us.
It's all dedicated just to Charlie.
Kendrick loves it. Like he's like, oh boy, have you been to what are we going to call the factory? Is it just the Willy Wonka
We'll just call
Fun Time Adventure Factory?
We'll just call it Wonka theme park or like Wonka factory, you know?
Wonka theme park sounds better.
Okay, so we'll go Wonka theme park. We'll just keep it basic because, you know, we want to keep the name there, but also not the same. It's like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but it's like, this is Wonka's theme park, right? Because
Moving
everyone
back.
knows it as like a Wonka bar, so there you go. Like,
Yeah, but moving back to the fight, I like to think what happens is me and you doing sync combat. Have you ever seen there's just got Pilgrim to the end? We're like, we're doing that. But at one point, like, I don't know, either me or you gets knocked down to the ground and then, you know, you're doing one-on-one fight then. And then just as, like one-on-one, you can't beat Charlie. He knocks you down. He's about to kill you. I come up, stab him in the back. He turns around and they what a one-liner.
this is the part.
Something about a sweet tooth.
You just got diabetes.
You got diabetes. No, diabetes. Stab.
Oh my god.
There we go.
You just start crying, and then you stab him, and he's dead. So
Charlie's
we've
dead.
eliminated.
What about the
Charlie.
grandpa? He
He's
dead.
probably dead by now, anyways. Or what? He's like an old man, but like a witty old man. What if he's like a wizard now?
What if Charlie's actually Merlin? Not Merlin. Charlie's actually Arthur, and the old man's actually Merlin. We just killed the one true king. Have we just taken over England? I think we have.
So now we own the sea park and we own England.
But we're still going to concentrate on the theme park because
Okay.
like, England can sort themselves.
Yeah, they got the queen can have that. We don't need that.
Nah, yeah. Plus, like, we're already technically royalty. We got the Duchess of Camberley on our side.
Kimberly. Yeah. So how do
Mhm.
we start murdering kids?
Like, the
All
first
the
thing,
theme parks.
first things first.
So with
Hear me
the
out.
wait, see
We'll
with
go
the horror
have-
house,
Mhm.
would that scare them so much that it would kill them of
Oh,
fright? Okay, so
No, in
I'm
the
just
horror
like,
house, there's multiple
Okay.
murdering happening. There's, did you, like we were talking about, did you the slide that, you know, grabs? Yeah, sometimes it just grabs a kid and takes him away. You never see
Okay.
that kid again. You don't know where it goes.
okay, no, I just have to clarify that with the haunted house. Just
Yeah.
okay,
like,
right.
and
So now
murders-
we're moving.
There's also,
on.
like, sometimes where, like, yeah, obviously, certain kids who have heart conditions, they die of fright. We don't warn them, but they've signed a waiver. That's all that matters.
so they can't really hold us
Yeah.
accountable.
We had them sign in from a judge and all.
Yeah.
I think the first thing is the entrance. We go have a Jurassic Park themed entrance, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll go have our own theme music. Don't want Oompa Loompa. I want something like Jurassic Park, you know, that
Like-
do 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 as
Watch,
it
it's just
opens.
that, but in reverse.
No, it's Oompa Loompa standing just in a room just going do 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 do.
No, they could do a cappella at like the front of the whole thing. So they're like standing on these like platforms doing a cappellas. Everyone, and that's their job. They have to do that all the time.
Nah, yeah. Also, they have to break out a musical constantly as well, like girls.
If someone asks them like directions to where this thing is in the theme park, they have to burst into song.
I know, like every time I can see in my head, it's like, oh, do you know where the bathrooms are? It's over there, my hon.
It's just all of them singing. Okay, right.
So the entrance, obviously, that a few kids get trapped in that entrance, so and they die. Like, I mean, they get their
Yeah.
arms trapped, and then it's like, I go cut off your arm, and then they lose blood.
Or it's like, you know, the rotation thingies that you like say when you scan your ticket, it's them, but like it spins them.
I like where it's going. It spins them so fast they fly off.
Yes, and they die.
Like, they don't die; they just disappear into
Okay.
space.
So, or like they like spin around so fast it puts them in a different dimension.
Yeah,
Okay, right.
puts them in a different dimension. So technically, they're not dead.
So, okay, but we
There's
cannot
that.
do this too much because that scares people off at the gate, right? And people will not even.
People might just think it's part of the. Like, I'm going to see if I was walking past that, I'd probably like, ah, shit. It's just like part of the ride.
Okay, right.
And then, okay, so we've done that. Then they go forward. I'd like to hear me out. Did you the kids rides?
Yeah.
Did you they have height restrictions where it's like, oh, if you're over this height, you can't get on this ride. We have that, but if you're even slightly over a height, it's just all come by and just sling.
Like it just kills them if they're over a certain height.
Yeah.
What if they're under what if they're under a certain height? Would we have that implemented on rides? So
See,
like,
that's
but see if they are, there's always like, even in real life, if you're too small for a ride, you can't fall out. So,
oh
you
no,
know,
we
don't
see
need to
that's the
worry
thing.
about
We
that.
only have you're too tall, so we can kill people. Everything else, like I don't care what size you are, you can ride it.
Yeah.
because they'll fall out.
If they are too small.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, I was thinking, right, have you ever been on a ride called Sticky Walls? Basically, it's just a big thing that turns and you can stick to the walls. But it's like some Junji Ito kind of shit, right? Where like their skin like just like it peels back, like it goes so fast. Like I can't even think of anything to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like whenever you
No, yeah.
or like you going so fast that like everything like pulls back on you, like that. That's one of the rides. What would we call it? We call it the Wheel of Death.
Nah, we have to keep it family friendly.
Fuck. Hold on. Actually, no. We
Has
should
to be
probably
candy related,
Yeah.
actually.
Twister. We'll just call it Twister. You know the ice pops.
Okay, yeah,
A
Twister.
Twister.
Yeah, that's fine.
What other rides would we have?
I
Some
still
other
like
thing
the
I'd
classic ride where, we go through like the X dimension and it's just the weird ass music while Willy Wonka's screaming.
it's just or
It's a
like-
ghost of Willy Wonka screaming while
Yeah.
you go through, I don't know, Dimension X. There's Cthulhu there. Most people die from just like, they can't handle it.
Yeah.
The ones who get out the other side, they're just changed people.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen, did you the whole thing? If you go through enough trauma, your hair turns white. They all come out white the other side.
So we essentially turn the kids into old people, so they still don't have long to
Yeah,
live
so we're doing our
anyways.
job.
Okay, right. We're still technically killing them.
Yeah.
Slowly, though. That's the thing. The way we got the Oompa Loompas addicted to our stuff, right? What if we just do that but mass population, right? So, because our chocolate's like so good and our stuff is so good, people like, that's how we get most of our crowds, because they come, because you can only buy it at the place, but it's like crack, right? So they had to keep coming back, which
That's-
also increases the risk of murdering people.
See, this was part of my plan as well because, it's, we're going to get people in, but do that. But also, it's so good that no one wants to fuck with us. No one wants to get us arrested because, you don't want to lose their supply.
Yeah.
We just have to go about and shut down every other producer of it.
It's just us barging into places, just...
We Oompa Loompas by our sides. They just light them up and then
Are you...
But-
like a whole Scarface scenario, but it's the Oompa Loompas just standing
But
there.
the thing is, because they're so short, the recoil just makes them go flying backwards as they just...
So it's like each of them take like one shot each, and there's like a whole line of them.
Yeah, but they have pinpoint accuracy.
Okay, right.
So they keep just headshot.
Okay. What's our next move on this?
Oh,
More rides, or are we just going for world domination here?
we're already whether we kill kids or not, we're probably going to end up taking over the world.
But what if someone tries to catch us? What if the military try and get to us? We have our own army of Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, we have an army of Oompa
And
Loompas.
because it's been so long since our father
Yeah.
had these Oompa Loompas, they've grown as a whole race.
oh yeah,
I know they
they've
already
been
are,
breeding
but they
rabbits.
So they have nothing else to do, so they've been at it like heck.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's so many of them.
Is there female Oompa Loompas?
I don't know. I presume it's just a thing. You remember the aliens used to get as a kid, and they just spawned a baby. That thing.
I have all the examples she gave.
The first one I came to mind.
I'm thinking, if you say aliens,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever seen the film Alien?
Yes.
The face huggers.
Yeah.
That's how they breed.
It seems it seems real messed up, but then I take everything else
Dani,
into
we've
I
killed
know I take
how many
everything else
kids?
into consideration. Now I'm that seems pretty plausible.
Yeah, nah, they breed via face huggers.
Okay, right. So now that we are standing against the armies, let's just say we took down What's the most powerful army?
I don't know, US, Russia, or China, I think.
Let's just say we took down...
We're based in the US, so we'll say we took down the US.
Okay, yeah. We took down the US, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one out of China and Russia would we take down next? Because you know the way it's like they always like be like, look, they didn't do that, but we could probably do it, right? So Russia or China comes in and be I say China would probably take a step back. Russia would try and invade us next and be like, we're going to take these people down.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We Putin riding a nose bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the Russians come for us next.
Yeah.
But we defeat the Russians.
Easily.
That makes the rest of the world scared. Right.
Obviously. Like, we've just defeated Russia and America.
Mm-hmm. No, so that's the thing. The only competition we had was the US and Russia because, you know, US would go in head first being like, we're going to get there before the Russians. And the Russians would be like, the US didn't do it, but we can do it. But then they don't do it. So that makes everyone else be like, okay, no, we can't defeat these people. So we are in charge of the world, essentially.
Yeah.
And we branch out.
We branch out to Mars.
Yes, and we make Mars a chocolate planet.
Yeah.
And then we peacefully pass it off to our kids.
Yeah, what?
Yes.
Aren't they going to have like a battle? Aren't they going to have like a battle between each other to see who?
Oh no. Oh wait, they have to. Shit.
No, they like at that point they're probably going to.
Okay. My kid would probably not win. It's my kid.
Like I'm going to be following my kid with like, you're going to murder a bitch.
My kid would I'd probably teach my kid to be like, you know, it's okay being second in place.
I'd like to think what it is you've been hiding your kid from all the murdering, but I've been like, go murder.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say my kid's your kid's right hand man.
Okay.
Because, you know.
Nah.
We are family after all.
And then at some point your kid's going to be like, should I murder him? And then my kid's going to be like, try it, bitch.
It's like, what is it? You know, like my kid starts getting second thoughts being like, is this really right? You know? Like, should we be doing this? And then you're like, kid turns and it's like...
Charlie's grandpa shoots up like, oh, yeah, no!
He starts doing a fucking tap dance and shit. Like,
and then my kid's just like, fuck old man. How much of the world population do you think we've murdered?
Probably about 1 billion.
1 billion people?
1 billion, yeah.
Fuck.
At the minute, it's like 7.7 billion in the world. We take out 1 billion. That's basically like taking out...
That's how we take out 3 billion. We take out 1 billion from our theme park alone. 2 billion from the wars.
Okay, yeah. The wars and the chocolate, right? Because the chocolate has like some
bad
drugs.
Withdrawals, yeah. It's like, if you keep taking it, you're fine, but say you go off it, you're fucked. You can die.
But the thing is...
Put your immune system
the same as
so
like
low.
Tobacco and everything, you know? There's like the thing we put in it is poisonous if there's too much of it taken, because there is like, if you eat too much chocolate, it's like, say it's like the same similar thing to dogs, you know?
Yeah.
Like if they eat dark chocolate, mostly if it's dark chocolate, it can poison them, but it happens with humans. Right?
I just like an idea of, it's real good for them, but the second they stop taking it, they're fucked. So that way we could just cut people's supplies.
Like we can have like years of like, you know, producing it and putting it out there and being like, look at all this chocolate, but then we just be like, nah, stop everything, make sure
oh my god, we go kill everyone. That's the ultimate child. We're killing Mother Earth.
And thus we take over the planet and Mars.
Yeah.
And then I strongly believe our kids could take over
the galaxy.
And
Like
it would literally be like the chocolate bar galaxy. That's it.
How about the Mars?
What? Nah.
The Milky Way even?
Nah.
It's
Galaxy's
Milky Way
bigger
galaxy.
than...
No,
Wait.
but it's the Milky
But
Way
the
galaxy.
I know, no, hold on. But the galaxy could mean other galaxies too.
No, but the Milky Way galaxy. You had a good thing you could have played into there, Daniela. You ruined it.
Listen, I made a good intro. That's all I need.
You had something so good you could have played into there.
But anyways, that's the end of this episode.
Subscribe to Sweeney North.
Every time. Yeah, all our socials and stuff are in the description box below. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and support us on Patreon. Yes, Tiarnan, you look like you're about to sneeze.
What?